Every day, all over the country, in large cities and small towns, blood is saving lives. And if you're 17 and in some places 16 years old, you can give blood. It's safe, it's easy, and it's a gift that makes a difference. Giving blood takes only about an hour, yet each donation has the potential to save 3 lives. Of course, it's very easy for me to sit here and tell you to give blood. So instead, let's hear it firsthand. You'll hear from people just like you and me who chose to give, and from others who've received the life-saving gift.
I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia when I was 3 years old, and I have been getting blood transfusions ever since.
I was 18 years old and just as invincible as any teenager thinks they are. I was running 2 miles a day, golfing, really enjoying life, getting the most I could out of it. The next week I found out I had this disease, that I was gonna die if I wasn't able to rely on the blood donations that people give regularly. Now that I've been a recipient, I feel like we have this responsibility to get back to the donors and thank them for all that they do give, because I don't think they realize it enough.
I was so thankful that someone would give their time to give me blood and to save my life.
That's hard being 18 years old and having to say that. I would die without your blood, and it's completely true.
It feels good after you get blood, and like people say, oh no, I'm not gonna get blood because there's gonna be a poke, oh, I'm scared. But if people were like that, so many people would die because they don't have blood. Like so many people.
It's not such a little thing to have to go through to be able to give so much.
A year and a half ago, I was 17 years old, and on the way home from skiing, I fell asleep at the wheel. And I hit a tree on the highway and broke my ankle, both femurs, my pelvis and tailbone, shattered and dislocated my elbow, shattered my finger, suffered from internal bleeding in my brain and head trauma, and basically lost my life. No matter how healthy, active, and happy you are, you never know when your life might suddenly change. I had no idea, and I'm sure that most people don't.
I get blood once a month because my red blood cells are abnormal. Before I have my transfusion, I feel weak and tiresome, and I don't feel like getting up and around a lot. And after I have it, I feel energized. I feel very active, like the Energizer Bunny.
My doctors put me on a regimen of blood transfusions. At the beginning, I was needing a blood transfusion every 2 weeks, then it very quickly progressed to every week. And at the worst, I was having a blood transfusion at least every other day.
I first donated blood when I was in high school, and now, 33 years later, I think I've given somewhere between 5 to 7 gallons of blood.
If you donate blood one time, it helps, I think, 3 people. And so it feels good to know you're helping out.
I'm doing it for kind of selfish reasons. I've always been terrified of having blood drawn, and so I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it without freaking out. And it's going well.
Well, my first time donating blood, and I was kind of nervous because, needles sticking into your skin and all that didn't sound like the funnest thing in the world. And I've heard people, pass out afterwards and everything like that. But really, I thought the worst part was getting your finger pricked to, see if you have enough iron in your blood. It didn't hurt once they put the needle in. It was I just sat there and I was fine. I didn't feel bad afterwards, get a bunch of free snacks, but it didn't hurt or anything like that.
It feels really good knowing that I help people out, and I think it's a good cause. I think more people should do it too. I think too many people are scared and they find excuses not to take it.
It's kind of a cool thing how you can spend a little much of your time and then you can save a life. Yeah, that just makes you feel good inside.
I heard 1.3 lives. As amazing. This report I had done for school, it said 80% of the American population will at some time or another need blood products, and 5% of the population actually donate. To me, those odds aren't really good, and more people need to be donating more often. People can donate every 56 days, and that's not what they usually do. They do it when they remember, when it's convenient for them. And people's lives are on the line. That's not good enough. I really would love to see people come in more often, as soon as they can, whenever they can. I'm here testament to the fact that blood donation works. It is a matter of life and death.
Well, when I get blood, it's like, you don't just say, oh, well, I'm getting blood, you know, it's no big deal. But it really is a big deal, because you don't realize that people take their time and, you know, spend hours just laying on a bed and, you know, taking out blood and giving it to another person.
It's important to me to donate blood because there's few things that I can do to affect a wide range of people in my community. And I think donating blood has become one of the things that I've chosen as a cornerstone of what I would do to give back to the people that I live with.
I counted the units of blood products I've needed have topped 450, easily. Lost count after that.
To people who are scared, I'd say it's just like anything that you just have to face your fear and realize that so many people are doing it and they're just fine. And no one's ever had any problem with donating blood ever, I don't think.
This is something that you can do quickly, and it will really help people.
You see a lot on TV and read around and everything like that about people who need blood donations and things like that. And I'm an organ donor, and so I decided this would be another way to, you know, help people when it doesn't cost me anything except for, you know, half an hour.
Just knowing taking 10 minutes of your time saves about 3 lives, and it's just simple. It doesn't hurt. It's just a little pinch, and that's all. It's easy.
The coolest part would be the satisfaction of knowing you're helping people. But then the cookies are really good too.
Last week I had a surgery and I got 5 different people's blood. And while I was laying in the bed, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, I wonder what the people, you know, I wonder who gave me this blood, if it was a boy or a girl, or like, what are they doing right now? And I wish they could know that right now they're saving my life and giving me a blood transfusion.
No blood means no life for me. If like I didn't have like any people donating blood, I'd die.
I walk into a room of people, and one of the first things that comes to my mind is maybe someone in here saved my life. I just don't know. And I think that's the wonderful mystery about it. I am so thankful for people donating blood because I was given another chance to live.
It's an amazing thing we can do. We give a part of ourselves to save a life. Giving blood takes only about an hour, yet each donation has the potential to save 3 lives. And as I stand here, even more research is being done to expand our knowledge about blood. If you want to find out more, check out mybloodYourBlood.org. In the meantime, stay healthy, support your school blood drives, and make a gift that can save a life. It's easy to do, and it's priceless.